What's up, guys? All right, what I'm going to talk to you about today is this Chevy Malibu. Now, I feel like a Chevy Malibu is a wicked underrated car. The acceleration is horrible. All right, it needs way more power, but that's okay. If you're not driving something where you're getting on the highway every day or you're just putting around town, it's really not too bad. It rides pretty good. But if you were to get on the highway all the time, I mean, once you're on the highway, it's not bad, but to get up there, it's slow. It definitely needs a V6 engine, and this one only has a 4-cylinder. It does have variable valve timing. Otherwise, I don't know how you get any power out of this. This has a 2.4-liter Ecotec engine, which the engines are really good. They don't generally have a lot of problems with them. I'll go over more of that later. But I feel like this is one of the higher underrated cars. No one ever talks about Chevy Malibus. Chevy Malibus, in my opinion, are actually pretty cool. I feel like the style is right there. If you were looking for a car that's like a mid-size to a larger car, this car is actually not that bad. If you were to compare it to a Toyota Camry or even a Honda Accord, I think they're pretty comparable. The Chevy Malibu is more like a mid-range car. So you have your Chevy Cavalier type car or Chevy Cruze, or even whatever they have as far as a entry-level car. Or if you wanted a bigger car, you have the Chevy Impala. But everyone forgets about the middle car, the Chevy Malibu, which I think they're pretty cool. Which, if you were in the market for a Chevy Impala and you checked them out and you looked into them, normally they are pretty expensive. They hold their value pretty good. Everyone wants one. Everyone forgets. It's the forgotten Chevy Malibu. So, let's take a look at this thing. I mean, the outside actually looks really nice. There is some cool styling with this car. I think it looks pretty sharp. Definitely an underrated car. I feel like if you really look at it, if you look at it next to a Chevy Impala, I think this actually looks better. So the interior is actually pretty nice. There's a lot of cool features and stuff. This is more of a base model. But you got a CD player. Now this is a 2009, so the newer ones are actually even cooler and have a lot more stuff. But the plastic feels not like entry-level cheap. It seems about the same trim as a Toyota or a Honda, if not even a little bit better, in my opinion. I feel like Toyotas kind of lack interior. They're not up to the German standards of like the Volkswagens or even the BMWs and stuff. But definitely decent, and if you look at it, it's pretty stylish for the interior. All right. So the engine is wicked underpowered for the size of the vehicle. It's way too small. You can definitely feel it when you're driving. It just needs probably another 50 horsepower to probably feel comfortable. So there's really not a lot of problems you have with these vehicles. As long as you change your oil regularly, these engines are pretty bulletproof. There's a couple of things that go wrong with them, but changing the oil all the time with good quality oil, you should be all set. Overall, this car is actually really easy to work on. There's not many surprises with it. Everything's pretty cut and dry. Nothing crazy. Easy. Alright, so the blinker switch, the return on the blinker switch was broken. So whenever you turn the blinker on, when you turn the steering wheel, it didn't work. So let's put a new switch in. This should fix the problem. Perfect. Fixed. I mean, if you really push it, it doesn't sound too bad. I mean, it goes good. It has more power in the higher RPM versus the lower RPMs. So you definitely got to push it a little bit to get some oomph out of it. You just don't see a lot of people like doing many things to these cars. You would think there'd be more people like tuning them up and stuff, but you don't see a lot of that. Once in a while I see some. For a car that's underappreciated, this car is actually pretty cool. There's not a following for Chevy Malibus as far as I know. It's not a sports car. It's just a sedan. It's pretty cool, pretty big sedan. I like it. I would recommend one if this is the car. And because no one really talks about Chevy Malibus, or it's not a big thing, you can get these pretty cheap, and you can get them, normally they're in pretty decent shape. All right, so those are my thoughts on the Chevy Malibu. I think it's a better car than a Toyota Camry. If you don't think so, leave me a comment below. I think it rides better. I think it handles better. That 4-cylinder needs a little more horsepower, but handling wise and comfort wise, I think it's a better car. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. Check out some of my other videos. I do a lot of automotive and mechanical type stuff. I was a mechanic for over 20 years and I still love it. Thanks.